Yeah, I'm Anthony Morales. I'm currently a senior at the OSU University, graduating this May, 2014. And the study abroad program I attended is the one through Fisher College of Business at Rikyo University in Ikebukuro, Tokyo. Originally, I was a Spanish major, and I knew it was mandatory for Spanish majors to study abroad for a year. And so I did a short-term study abroad in Bolivia my freshman year, and it was really interesting in seeing the world and like first-hand experience, because Bolivia being a third world country compared to the United States was very interesting. And I started studying Japanese, the language, and getting an understanding of their culture and seeing how different it is compared to the United States. So I knew I wanted to do a program in Japan after that, especially since I decided not to study Spanish anymore due to me being Latino and already knowing the language. So I couldn't do a year-long program with the Office of International Affairs because I also studying business as a marketing degree. So I found out that there's a university that was tied with Fisher College of Business and decided to apply for that, hoping to get in. And that was my main focus, was to kind of go there and get an idea, first-hand experience of the Japanese culture, how it relates to business, and how it could relate to my future career goals. When I first got to Japan, it was kind of like a culture shock. And living there for 4 months and going through the daily life of what a Japanese person would go through, riding the trains and getting to know people of the culture, how they relate and interact, really piqued my interest and made me really start thinking of what I really want to do in the future with my two majors of marketing and Japanese. And I think I got really interested in Japan and the culture and the language through that experience, that it influenced me to study it more thoroughly and to work on my ability to speak it, so that in the future I can work for a company that allow me to either live in Japan for a year or two, or allow me to interact with Japanese businessmen or Japanese people in general, so that I can continue gaining knowledge of the culture and what the people, I guess, would want in their lives in terms of business and interactions. I think the most challenging aspect was actually communicating and understanding the language. At the university, we studying Japanese, we get an idea of the language and how the culture works, but actually being there firsthand and being able to interact with the culture, with the people itself, it was kind of eye-opening and something that I think everybody should experience, especially if they plan to pursue any language in the future in their careers, especially Japan, because there's so many hidden kind of like actions, nonverbal actions that people won't catch on to unless they're there and studying and experiencing these things firsthand. There's so many. One being having eaten the spiciest ramen in a ramen shop and getting my name on a wall on a wooden plaque. But I think the most memorable would be a service trip I did with the university to the Tohoku region where the earthquake occurred, and seeing how devastating it was for the people that lived there, but seeing like the smiles on children's faces as they go back to school and study, and just being able to experience such a tragedy and see how people are moving on and progressing, and how they're not allowing something so tragic to affect their lives. And it was inspiring. You know, we were there for 2 days. The first day we took a tour of the places that were damaged, and then the second day we volunteered at a middle school, and just seeing the middle school being built on top of a high hill. It was just a temporary school until the newer ones were built. Was interesting and different, and it's nothing that I experienced in the United States living here, because we don't get such devastating natural disasters, and it was really nice to see how resilient and strong the Japanese students and people were in that area. Definitely keep an open mind. You're gonna go there to learn, but at the same time, you want to experience the culture and enjoy yourself. So definitely try something that you wouldn't try in the United States, whether that be in Japan, sushi or natto, or even just going to a very nice, relaxing um, open bath that you wouldn't see in the United States. Just try something that would allow you to experience the culture and experience something that you could not experience in the United States or where you live at.